And so, it continues. Hello there, welcome back to the Virtual Writing Academy. Class is back in session. I'm back, like legitimately back. Last week I was somewhere else, so the video looked a little bit iffy. The video still looks iffy, but at least less bad iffy and more good iffy, if any of that actually makes sense. If you're new to the Virtual Writing Academy, I am sorry for that opening. I had other ideas for openings, like Max is back, alright. But then I realized that no one's gonna get that. There's a high chance that no one has any idea what I'm talking about. I feel so old already. I'm wearing my ugly sweater with like patches on the elbows. That's how you know I'm the one supposed to be teaching here. I've got my ugly sweater, and today we're going to be getting some writing done. Yeah! If you clicked on this video, I assume that you have 10 minutes to spare. Can you spare 10 minutes to get some writing done? I think you can. If you're new to these videos, this video has 10 minutes in it, allocated for you to get some writing done. You actually sit down, put on headphones, grab your notebook and pen, and actually get some writing done. It's fun and exciting. Every week I bring you a new writing prompt, some nice twists and turns along the way every Friday. So today I have an interesting exercise. We've been focusing a lot of main characters recently, so I think we should focus a little bit on our side characters. So I'm gonna assume you've made it this far into the video already, you are down to get some writing done, so pause right now to go get your supplies ready, your pen and notebook, open up your favorite writing software of choice, put on headphones, close the door, do all the things you need to do, and get ready. At the count of 3, I'm gonna assume that you are ready to move on, okay? Okay, 3, 2, 1... Let's go. As always, allow me to remind you that I will have music during the writing portion. If you want to put on your own music, that's fine as well, no problem. A couple of people on the previous episode were saying that they really liked the song and like they just kept listening to it. That's a great track. It was a remix of, if I remember correctly, The Walking Dead Season 1, the Telltale game, and that was a great soundtrack and a great remix. I recommend you go check out the previous episode if you want to go get that song. But aside from the musical reminder, I want to remind you as well that the following prompt is merely just a guideline for you. The challenge here is not to see who can get it the most right. It's about getting writing done. It doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to be written. Usually in the act of writing, like we get stopped by ourselves because we keep thinking of ways in which this line could be better, or the previous line could have been better, and we just keep stopping. It's like we're supposed to be running, but every couple of steps we stop because we think that our form was not very good those last couple of steps. The purpose of this exercise is just for you to sit down and just write. Just get it on the page. And thus, the exercises that I provide are just guidelines. If you feel a particular way that you can turn, twist, morph, make this exercise more fun for you, please do so, as well as adapting it to whatever story you're currently working on. Do what you need to do to get writing done, okay? Okay, and with all that preamble out of the way, let's get working with today's prompt, which is titled Other Side of the World. Write a scene from the point of view of one of your secondary characters. The catch? This scene is happening at the exact same time as another important event in your story. It could be the present, it could be the past, it's okay. But this scene is happening at the same time as something else, very important, is happening. Questions to consider? What is this secondary character doing? When was the last time they saw the protagonists or interacted with them? And above all, does this secondary character have any idea as to what is happening on the other side of the world? Now by this point, a bunch of you, most of you, already have ideas in your head. You already know what you're going to be doing, what particular secondary character you want to grab, but for those out there who need a little bit extra push, let me just give you a couple of ideas, okay? What about your protagonist's mentor? Someone in the background who helped them in the past, the blacksmith who forged their sword, or of course as well, simpler examples like their parents or their best friend from before they went off on their amazing journey. Someone who is secondary to the story. Pick one and drop them in this moment in time. Something else. It could be amazing, it could be horrible, it could be our protagonists about to defeat the great evil, or the world about to spiral into chaos. It could be happening at the exact same time as the very beginning of the zombie outbreak. Or at the very last moment, just before the barren wasteland comes back into life. Okay, get ready. The time to write is almost here. This week, generally, I like to give people a first line to get them started, but not this week. This week, if you feel that you don't know how this story should begin, enter this character's head. What is going on in their mind right now? What are they thinking about? Are they at their lowest, or is this the first time where things have finally started to look good for them? Think about that. Hold on to what they're thinking and get ready. Because the writing begins at the count of 3, 2, 1, go! 60 seconds remaining. Alright, time's up, pencils down, fingers off the keyboard. If you minimize the video, please bring it back up. Welcome back! I hope that you had fun writing this exercise. It was a little bit weird because I know that generally the story is always from the main character's point of view. After all, they are the main character. But I wanted to put a little bit of focus on our side characters today. Mostly because I feel that one is interesting to see what they're up to, because sometimes the stories just forget about the people that come into the story and then they just kind of leave. And while that may be true to life sometimes, I like to take a moment to just, kind of like previous episode, introspection on someone else. What have they been up to? What are they doing? And the twist in this exercise, the idea that it was happening at the same time as something else, it was kind of to intertwine it. I generally don't give advice regarding soft plots because I feel that each story is its own beast, and it's hard to make hard rules for things like that. But if you were writing and considering, well, how do I add soft plots? Other stories that are happening intertwined with the story that I'm writing in this particular book. Well, giving moments of insights as to what other characters are doing and treating them like the main characters can help a lot. Overall, though, I hope that you had fun writing this exercise. I have always had lots of fun giving those side characters a moment on the spotlight. Because doesn't it feel right? Doesn't it feel like they deserve it? I think so. I personally think so. But I want to know what you think. If you had fun writing today and you would like to share what you wrote in the comments down below, please feel free to do so. As well as sharing it on your favorite social media website of choice, or on Wattpad or on Tumblr. Feel free to use the hashtags on the screen right now. And of course, remember that whatever you wrote today is absolutely 100% yours. Your work, your time, your writing, okay? Do whatever you want with it. Work it into your current story. Send it off as a short story for a contest. Have fun with it, it's yours. And now, as we're moving into the outro, I want to let you know that the track you heard today during the writing section was October Rain by Avaris and OCRemix.org. OCRemix.org is a wonderful website filled with talented musicians who are making remixes of your favorite video game tracks. This track and the one that's playing at this very moment can both be downloaded at OCRemix.org for free. There are thousands of tracks, dozens upon dozens of albums that you can download for free. I recommend you go check it out. I love OCRemix.org, and it's just a great resource for music to write to. With that being said, now we're rolling into the formal outro. If you enjoyed this episode, please let me know in the comments down below, as well as leaving suggestions for exercises you would like in the future. This exercise, I came up with it because someone left a question in one of my videos, so, if you have an idea, a suggestion, or a question, I would be more than glad to make an exercise about it, okay? And of course, if you enjoyed this video and would like to make sure that I can continue on making videos like this one for the foreseeable future, please consider checking out my Patreon on the screen right now. You can get cool perks like getting to watch my videos early. Or, of course, if Patreon's not your cup of coffee, how about a cup of tea instead? One-time donation in the link in the description down below. I want to thank you for watching, thank you for tagging along. On the screen right now, there should be a big box here with the VWA playlist, if you have missed it, or if you want to revisit exercises from the past, a button to subscribe, Patreon down here, and a button with a link to my other channel with Kitty, where we're very, very, very silly dorks. I want to thank you for tagging along. Thank you for spending a little bit of your day with me. I hope you had fun writing. And until next time, class dismissed.